What's going on? Ellis in the building, and I represent Sensory Overload. And today I have a little fragrance haul for you from the House of Dua. I have 4 fragrances, okay? I'm gonna have an original, a clone, a hybrid, and a tri-brid. So a nice balance, you know what I mean? A little bit of everything from that house, all right? The first fragrance we're gonna dive into is going to be an original from the House of Dua. And this fragrance right here is going to be called Billionaire on Holiday. Billionaire on Holiday. Amalfi Lemon, Grapefruit Peel, Neroli Essence, Mojito Mint Accord, Orange Blossom, Iris Butter, Haitian Vetiver, White Tea Accord, Ambergris, Sandalwood, Cashmerean. You have White Suede Accord and Driftwood Musk. It's going to be deemed a citrus aromatic fragrance. Off the initial smell, you smell the lemon, you smell the grapefruit peel, and it's not really trying to hit you in the face and be this just be extremely present. It's very smooth, it's very tame, and it's more of a calm fragrance. It's not loud, and I think that's also part of that tea accord. You know what I mean? I think that when it says billionaire on holiday, billionaire is so busy leading whatever organization that they're in charge of. Sometimes they need to just rejuvenate and relax their mind, relax their body. I think that this is a reflection within this fragrance where it's just more of a relaxed fragrance. Okay? So you do get that, citrus, aromatic components in that opening. I think that the calmness of the tea accord is in there as well. Not a bad fragrance, very inoffensive, okay? I think this one is going to be suitable definitely for that office professional environment as well. All right. I'm not going to say this is going to be compliment getting. I know freshies tend to, garner compliments. However, this isn't the most sexy fragrance. It's a good smelling fragrance. And heck, it may get you compliments. I mean, everybody is subjective. That's fragrances, right? But if you just want something that has a nice calming effect, citrus, aromatic, professional, okay? I think this is a good one. Not a bad fragrance, not a bad one at all. So, fragrance number 1, Billionaire on Holiday. Number 2. So number 2, I got mainly for nostalgic purposes. All right, this fragrance right here is legendary. You feel me? And I wanted to see how Dua made their interpretation of it. I've had the original bottle, but I gave it away. You know what I mean? To a coworker whose son was interested in fragrances, and I was like, you know what? I gave him Versace Eros, and I gave him Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mans. All right. Hey, it did wonders for me as a teen, and I was hoping it would do the same for him. So, this fragrance is going to be inspired by Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mans. And this is called Error 404. Error 404. Lavender from Grasse, mint oil, Calabrian bergamot, cardamom, artemisia, cinnamon oil, orange blossom, caraway, vanilla bean. You're also going to have some tonka beans, amber accord, sandalwood, and cedarwood. This is going to be considered an aromatic, spicy fragrance. Now, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mans is compliment getting. That fragrance, it had us in high school finger popping. You know what I mean? You may not be getting cheeks because we was young. You was just learning about going to first base, second base, third base, and got lucky if you even hit a home run. You feel me? But this was the fragrance that was kind of like matching that era, that level of innocence, that time frame, just learning. You know what I mean? Just living life, learning, and just thinking you're an adult and shit, but you just still got childish ways. You feel me? Those are good times. You know what I mean? Those are times we reflect on quite often. Wow. They got the opening. That mint, lavender, spicy vibe. The seductiveness, the sensuality is bright, it's uplifting, it's charming, it's alluring, it's everything that Le Mans is known to be. Dua is spot on with it. This makes me happy. I think that the beauty of fragrances is the ability to kind of just time travel, just bring you back. You feel me? Low key, I'm catching some memories. I'm about to rock this. This may be the scent of the day. You know what I mean? Just to think about the good old days and play some Dipset or something. You know what I mean? And just reflect on how far I've came and all that. But this is spot on. Smelling the air. That initial opening, you know what it is. I can't necessarily say if it's 100% or not. Granted, I gave away the original, but it's evident that this is an interpretation of Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male. And I'm very happy I got this in my collection. I think that this scent aged well. I mean, I've been out of high school for a minute, so I think this is still garner those compliments. It's still where it aged well, still has a timeless ability, and just, yeah, good pickup. If you want a clone of Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male, Air 404 is not a bad option. So far, it smells spot on. I'm going to have to get a full wear out of it, but in the air, it'll bring you right back to the good old days. On to the next. Number 3. So number 3 is going to consist of 2 date night fragrances. All right, so this right here is going to be a hybrid. And in my opinion, when I got this, I thought, you know what? This is going to be the epitome of seduction, okay? You're going to have Nichané's Annie in here. So that's going to be a nice vanilla dominant fragrance. Inviting, warm, very cuddle worthy. That right there is my ideal Netflix and chill fragrance, okay? The other one is going to be by Initio Parfums, Psychedelic Love. All right, and that fragrance right there is charming. It's appealing. All right, it's very intriguing. It's different. Has some rose in there, but it's not heavy on the florals. Honestly, when I smell it, sometimes I get like a sugar cookie vibe. I don't know. It's just like I get a more of a gourmandish type of, feel when I wear this fragrance. I think it's underrated, under the radar of a lot of people that's looking for that type of fragrance. You feel me? So, with this fragrance that I have for you, it's called Aphrodisiac, Drowning in Vanilla. That name says a lot, don't it? Aphrodisiac, Drowning in Vanilla. Ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, green notes, cardamom, blackcurrant, Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, myrrh, yingling, vanilla. You have sandalwood in here. You have benzoin, cedarwood, patchouli, heliotrope. It's a beautiful color right there, the juice. Hedione, ambergris, and musk. I like the color of that juice. I think that over time it's just going to get richer and get darker. It's going to really look good. Let's see what this is hitting for. All right. It's sexy. However, this right now smells very Initio Parfum Psychedelic Love dominant. I'm not getting much of the Annie in here, okay? I think I want a little bit more vanilla to be present. Before I know, that may show up in the dry down. Right now, that's just the opening. So the opening is going to be spicy, okay? It's going to have that, remember I said that sugar cookie vibe? I'm kind of getting that, but it smells good. You know what I mean? And fragrance, we all know is subjective, right? So I say sugar cookie. You may be like, shit, I don't want to smell like a sugar cookie. But trust me, they didn't call it Aphrodisiac for no reason, all right? It's a sexy fragrance. However, I want this to macerate. I want to see Nichané become more existent and be, more prominent. I want more of a 50-50 match if possible. Right now, it's just heavy on the Initio side. We're going to let this sit. However, I'm not disappointed that I purchased this, okay? It still has that appeal that I'm looking for. It still has that date night, aspect that I desired when I purchased this fragrance, all right? So, inspired by Nichané's Annie and Initio Parfum Psychedelic Love, what I have for you right here is Aphrodisiac, Drowning in Vanilla. Last but not least, I have a tri-bid for you with 3 fragrances that I think combined might just be a gem. Peep Game, Louis Vuitton Imagination. To me, that's a 10 out of 10 signature scent fragrance. Citrus, aromatic, inviting, sexy. You could wear any occasion and it will just get the job done every time. Then you got Bulgari Tiger, grapefruit dominant with some woodsy notes, but has a luxurious smell to it. It smells like money. Last but not least, Baccarat Rouge 540. that's to complement God. All right, the perfect unisex fragrance, the perfect layer in fragrance. It just brings out the best of other fragrances. In addition, it gets the job done every time. Every single time I wear it, I guarantee you get a compliment. It's going to last long. You don't need to respray. It just does everything well. So now imagine these three together. You know what I mean? What do we get? Well, what we got is called Imagine Leopard's Casino. All right? Imagine the Leopard's Casino. Calabrian bergamot, citron, Sicilian orange, Ceylon, cinnamon, Tanzanian neroli, Nigerian ginger, Chinese black tea, ambroxan, guaiac wood, olibanum, grapefruit, ginger, woodsy notes, Egyptian grandiflorum, jasmine, saffron, Moroccan bitter almond, resins, cedar, musk, and ambergris. Let's see what it's hitting for. In the air. Okay, in the air, a beautiful balance of Louis Vuitton's Imagination and Bulgari Tiger. Citrus forward. So think of Louis Vuitton Imagination with just a nice splash of grapefruit. Okay? Citrusy, aromatic, fresh. That's what you get in the air. You do not smell any hints of Baccarat Rouge 540. You will not know that that's in this fragrance if you just sprayed it in the air. So I'm looking forward to seeing this mastery. I want to see the Baccarat Rouge also be, a bit more pronounced. You feel me? I think that's where it's going to add depth, tame it down a little bit. It may even help with longevity for all I know. You know what I'm saying? Because Baccarat Rouge is definitely a long-lasting fragrance. And Dua does a great job with it. So I want them to, shine, flex a little bit. Let me see what you could do and how all three of those work in unison. Spray this on skin real quick. Every time I get me like a Louis Vuitton Imagination vibe, I gotta smell it. I just gotta put it on skin. On skin, things have shifted. Bulgari Tiger dominant, heavy on the grapefruit, with a splash of Louis Vuitton's Imagination, with a splash of the bergamot, the citron, and the orange. You feel me? But still no hint of the Baccarat Rouge. So really all I want is to see if that's going to be more pronounced. So I'm going to let this macerate. I'm not mad at this purchase. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad purchase. Definitely a good one. But I think with due time, it will develop and it'll get better. So I got 4 fragrances from Dua. I had to take advantage of the 38% off. Right now, my favorite one is going to be Era 404, the Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male inspiration. I mean, man, it was just that initial blast smelled spot on, and it just took me back to that era. Those were the good times. You feel me? I had my high school years was great, so I'm glad that those memories, don't make me cringe or nothing. It's kind of like, damn, I wish I could go back to those days, but you live life and time goes on, but I'm glad I had those experiences. Second place, I'm kind of leaning towards this, okay? The Aphrodisiac Drowned in Vanilla. I like it. I like that to date night vibe. I want to see Nishane's Annie become more prominent. I need that vanilla to just show up a bit more. Imagine the Leopard's Casino isn't bad, okay? But at the moment, Baccarat Rouge 540 don't show up, then it's just like, it's kind of, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's not bad. It's citrus heavy. But I got like so many Imagination colognes and hybrids that's like, it'll just be redundant in my collection. I thought the Baccarat Rouge 540 would just set it off and give me just a different vibe. But right now, it smells similar to just having Imagination at the moment. Like I said, though, that was in air. I forgot. On skin, it did lean towards Bulgari Tiger. So I'm all over the place with this. I don't know. I'm not disappointed. I think I just want a bit more from it. That's what's really going on with this fragrance. Last but not least, Billionaire on Holiday is cool. I think this is a good like running errands fragrance. A good gym vibe. Not loud. Smooth. Laid back. Low key. So those are my 4 fragrances. Those are my 4 pickups. And for what it's worth, I'm cool with them. I can make it work. You feel me? So Did you get anything from doing it? You know what I'm saying? Or did you fall back and say, nah, they ain't get my money this time? Because FOMO is real. You feel me? FOMO is real when it comes to them. All they got to do is throw on a sale and make a bomb-ass hybrid, and then they got my attention. You feel me? So that's just how it be sometimes. But anyways, I hope you guys, you know what I mean, have a good day. Thank you for your support. And make sure you smell your best and you stay blessed, all right? Take care out there, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.